Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters of the metal world, gather round and hear the voice, not of a man bowing out quietly into the night, but of a legend still writing his final thunderous chords. Ozzy Osbourne may have taken the stage for the last time, but he has not yet closed the book on his life. No, not even close. For the Prince of Darkness has one last tale to tell, a story not sung but spoken, etched in ink, branded into pages, scorched into memory. That tale is called Last Rites. And let me tell you something, this is no ordinary rockstar memoir. This isn't a rehash of what we've already heard. This is raw. This is savage. This is unfiltered Ozzy, defying the silence of age and affliction with one final scream into the void. You may have seen him seated upon his throne this past weekend at the Back to the Beginning concert. But don't mistake that chair for weakness. No, Ozzy sat not because he had to bow down, but because even royalty gets tired after carrying the crown for half a century. And what a night it was. Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Steven Tyler, a congregation of hard rock titans, gathered for a send-off worthy of Valhalla. And when the original Black Sabbath lineup walked out, yes, walked out, and joined their brother in arms for one last wail through the darkness, it wasn't just a show. It was history. But Last Rites isn't just about one night. It's about all the nights. The ones filled with glory and the ones soaked in pain. It's about the rise, the fall, the madness, the music, the love, the chaos, the collapse, and the impossible climb back to the light. It's about Ozzy nearly losing it all. Imagine this, 69 years old, on top of the world, arenas sold out, voices screaming his name in 1,000 tongues. And then, disaster. A finger infection. A hospital stay. And then, paralysis. Not metaphorical, not emotional. Physical. Real. Ozzy, the unkillable, brought to the brink. From rock god to immobile. Just like that. But Ozzy doesn't quit. He doesn't go gently. He doesn't write goodbyes. He writes Last Rites. This book will take you deeper than I Am Ozzy ever could. That book was the start. This is the reckoning. This is the scream from the other side. This is the final act of a man who never lived quietly and refuses to die quietly. You'll hear about Sharon, the fire and the fury of a marriage that survived what others wouldn't. A love that fought demons, illness, betrayal, fame, and somehow stood tall through every storm. You'll hear about Slash, about Bon Scott, about John Bonham and Keith Moon. Hellraisers, rebels, friends, brothers in destruction, the kind of men who never walked straight lines and never apologized for it. And then, Lemmy, Motorhead's last ride, the final moments, the silence that fell when the whiskey ran dry and the guitars stopped screaming. Ozzy was there, he saw it, he felt it, and now, he's finally telling it. This memoir, this Last Rites, will come to us on October 7th. Hardcover, audiobook, ebook, however you choose to take it in, make no mistake, you'll be hearing his voice. You'll be hearing Ozzy, loud and clear, through every syllable. And it won't just be about music. It won't be just about fame or fortune or the devil horns held high. It'll be about survival. About losing control. About losing your body. About facing your end with middle fingers raised high and a grin still on your face. Ozzy isn't pretending to be perfect. He's not rewriting history to make himself look better. No, he's saying what needs to be said. The darkness. The mistakes. The hurt. The laughs that came through tears. The shows that never ended. The friends that never made it out. And the stubborn, glorious refusal to go down quietly. In Last Rites, Ozzy looks back, but not with regret, with pride, with fire, with that unmistakable grin that says, yeah, I did it. All of it, and I'd do it again. He's not just recounting his days with Sabbath. He's not just reliving the Ozfest madness. He's not just naming names and telling tales. He's documenting a damn revolution. He's owning his chaos, claiming his scars. Every burn mark on his soul becomes a badge of honor in this book. Every breakdown, every blackout, every broken bone becomes another reason why he's still standing. This is a man who knows his time may be short, but he's going to use every second left to speak his truth. Because Ozzy Osbourne doesn't just fade away. He turns the volume up. He straps in for one more ride. He leans into the abyss and shouts his name one last time. He doesn't ask permission. He doesn't say sorry. He says, if I'd been clean and sober, I wouldn't be Ozzy. He says, If I'd done normal, sensible things, I wouldn't be Ozzy. He says, if it ends tomorrow, I can't complain. He says, I've seen the world. I've done good. I've done bad. But I'm not ready to go. And you believe him. Because even seated on a throne, even weakened by time, even battered by life, Ozzy still commands the stage. Still commands your attention. Still breathes fire into every sentence. This isn't the end of the road. It's the last testament. The final sermon from the madman preacher who taught generations how to scream, how to feel, how to live loudly and unapologetically. Last Rites isn't a funeral. It's a celebration. It's a war cry. It's a raised fist to the heavens. And when you turn the final page, you won't cry. You'll bang your head. You'll laugh. You'll remember. You'll hear his voice ringing through your bones, forever etched in the riffs and the roars of every stage he's ever ruled. And you'll know that Ozzy, our Ozzy, never truly left. Because legends don't die. They echo. And this is his echo for eternity.